Welcome back to another crazy but true stories. I'm Doug Smith still, and I got three crazy stories from working at Pizza Hut back in 1990. I worked at the Pizza Hut out in Lakeside, off of the Winter Gardens or something like that. It's over in that area, kind of over by the Woodside Apartments. But anyway, this first story. Uh, this was probably one of the scariest ones for me anyway. It's kind of late, about 9, 10. Things are starting to wind down there, and we get an order, and of course I'm the delivery driver at that time, so I grab the pizza and the ticket and head out the door. Now this guy didn't. He really didn't live all that far from our shop, which was kind of normal. A lot of lazy fucking people around there, but I drive over there and go up, ring the doorbell. He answers and he's just standing there. So I read off his ticket and say, yeah, got a delivery. Pepperoni, olives, mushrooms, dildos, all that. And he's sitting there and he's just looking at me. And I pull the pizza out of the bag and I'm standing there. And this dude, he fucking punches me right in the fucking mouth. This dude's like 40 years old, maybe even a little older than that. Huge, just a big old beast of a dude. And I kind of stumbled back and everything. I mean, I got a fat lip. I mean, he split my lip pretty good. And I was just like, I was in shock. So I just put the pizza back in the bag and I started to walk away. And this dude comes after me. So I fucking book it to my truck, get in my truck, and head to the store. And I get back there. Um, they see that I'm bleeding. I tell them what happened. Of course, they call the Lakeside Sheriff's Department. And they end up calling me over there to identify him. Saying, yeah, that's the piece of shit right there. And they asked me what happened. I told them, hey, I went up, went to deliver the pizza, called out his order, all that stuff. Did everything I'm supposed to do. And I said, and he just socked me. And they were like, okay, well, he's going to jail. So they took him off. Maybe a week or two later, um, I'm, where was that? This was actually more towards Lake Murray, I think. Or not Lake Murray. Is it Lake Murray? Hell, I can't remember. It might be Lindo Lake. I can't remember. A long time ago. But anyway, there's apartments over there, right? A lot of tweakers, a lot of, people into all kinds of different drugs. It's kind of a bad neighborhood. And so I get another order, go and pick up the pizzas and head over to this house or to this apartment. And I'm standing there and ring the doorbell. This chick, you could see tire tracks all over her. She was all fucked up. I mean, this bitch was thrashed. You know, the party was in her mouth and everybody came. But she like opens the door for me to come in. And I stand at the door and I look in. There's like a bunch of dudes, like shady characters in there. And there's a big tray with a big old monster rock of fucking meth on there. I was just like, oh my god. So I start reading her ticket off and everything. And she's like, yeah, I ordered that. And I gave her pizzas and she had some sodas. And one of the dudes, he comes up and he kind of closes the door a little bit, and he's all, "What'd you see?" I said, "I saw everything, man." And he starts, getting to a point where he's threatening me and everything, and he's like saying he's not going to pay, and the chick's arguing with him, saying, "No, if we don't pay, we'll get in trouble. This, that, and the other." And he's like, "Fuck this guy, fuck Pizza Hut and all that shit," and he's just wigging. So I was like, "All right, fine, I'm out." I bail, go back to the store, tell the supervisor what happened. They call the sheriff's department. Sheriffs go over there. Of course, they call me out again, and I explain everything that happened. And the crazy part was it's the same fucking sheriff's officer or deputy out there, and they ended up hauling all of them away. They saw the drugs in there, and uh, they they charged him with drug possession and what's the I can't remember the name of the what they charged him with for not paying their tab, but yeah, I'm sure they dropped that and just hung them all with that meth. That was I mean it was, and this was a big old honking rock of it. I mean that's what it looked like from where I was standing. It could have been like pebbles, but it looked like one solid piece. So they all go to jail. Now this third story, man. This one, this one was like really, really weird. Um, this guy, he lived in a trailer park somewhere. Well, I don't think any of that's over there anymore. There's like a shopping center or something there now. But he lived up in this old trailer park, and we had this giveaway for these toys that were from Nickelodeon. There were three of them. There was like a dragon, like a princess, and a bat. The only reason I remember that was because of this guy. I had the dragon, which was the only toy that we had left in the store. I mean, the only we didn't have the other two. We'll put it like that. So I bring him the dragon, and this guy starts freaking out. I mean, and this guy's like in his 70s, which really I mean it just really tripped me out, and I could tell that he had some sort of mental issue, uh, whether it was obsession or dementia, or if he was like schizophrenic or something. I don't know, but he gets on the phone with my manager, and he's working himself up, and he gets to the point where he's crying, and he keeps saying, "I wanted Batley, I wanted Batley," and I mean, the only reason I remembered the characters was because right before I made this video, I typed in Batley into Google, and of course it gave me like Batley, what was it, Oklahoma or something? I don't remember what the fuck it was. But then I typed in all the other stuff, cartoon characters, and added stuff to it, and it came up with the this. Here's a picture of it. This guy, Batley. And the only reason I remembered that was because of this guy's in full tears, wailing on his knees out in front of his trailer with a pizza, wailing, "I want Batley. I wanted Batley." And I mean, I got to the point where I just, I was like, all right. I backed out of there, got in my truck, and bailed. But I mean, that dude was. I mean, even to this day, those wails like haunt my nightmares. It's crazy. And that dude was. I mean, part of me felt a lot of compassion for the guy because I could tell that something was really wrong with him, but at the same time, it was just so bizarre and freaky, and it just it merited a story. So y'all take care, have a good one, and take it easy this time. Laters.